Right now at noon, the Packers are going abroad again this season. Which country they'll be playing in this year and who their opponent will be. Plus, Arizona Supreme Court upholds a more than century-old law that bans nearly all abortions. How both political parties are reacting to the decision. This is News 3 Now at noon. Thanks for joining us. I'm Shane Hogan. We begin with breaking news out of Janesville, where police there are asking the public to avoid the 2000 block of Excalibur Drive just east of I-3990. Authorities say they're conducting an investigation at this time, and people should expect temporary road closures and traffic delays in that area until the investigation is concluded. Again, that is the 2000 block of Excalibur Drive in Janesville. Police say they'll reveal more information as it becomes available. To Green Bay now, where the Packers will be making history when they kick off their 2024 season in Brazil against the Philadelphia Eagles. This will be the first ever regular season game played in South America. It'll be played on Friday, September 6th in Sao Paulo. The game will also be exclusively aired on Peacock. No word yet when tickets will go on sale. The rest of the Packers' 2024 schedule will be announced later this spring. Meanwhile, you have a chance to see some current and former Packers. The tailgate tour has stopped scheduled in our viewing area. They stop at schools, hospitals, and other venues and meet fans. Tonight from 6 to 7:30, they'll be at the Eclipse Center in Beloit. There will be food, activities, and a Q&A session with the players. They visit Platteville tomorrow and Sun Prairie on Friday. You can find more details on the Packers website. To an update now on the health of Milwaukee Bucks star Giannis Antetokounmpo. And Bucks fans, you can breathe a sigh of relief. Yesterday, during the Bucks win against the Boston Celtics, Giannis went down with what appeared to be a lower leg injury. You see it there, no contact either. Well, according to ESPN's Adrian Wojnarowski, after testing, Giannis's Achilles tendon is fully intact. So that's the good news. That means he may miss some time, though, but it's unlikely to be long-term. Milwaukee's next game is tonight against the Orlando Magic. You can watch that right here on Television Wisconsin. Tip-off is set for 7. To continuing coverage now out of Fitchburg, where police are asking for your help finding a man they say punched and robbed a woman in front of her child. This happened shortly after noon on Tuesday. It was in the parking lot of a shopping center on Caddis Bend. The victim says a man approached her from behind and punched her as she was taking her kid out of the car. The blow caused her to fall, and the man ran off with her purse. She did sustain some injuries, but nothing too serious. Police are looking for a white man in his 20s. He's about 5 feet 6 inches tall, 160 pounds. At the time of the assault, the man was wearing a black long-sleeve shirt, dark pants, and a black hat. If you have any information that could help identify or arrest this man, you should call Crime Stoppers. That number is 608-266-6014. You can also submit a tip at p3tips.com. Well, it's another beautiful day to be outside. Meteorologist Jacob Montesano has a look at your first warm weather. Hey, Jacob.
Hey, Shane, if you could believe it, temperatures today are even warmer than the last couple of days. It borderline feels warm out here, but the little bit of a breeze that we are experiencing is kind of cooling them down just a little bit, but just about perfect out here. We are seeing a little bit more cloud cover, but clearly that's not impacting the temperatures at all. 65 degrees is the current temperature in Madison. Across Dade County, a few areas are close to 70. And if we look at our entire region, we are all still in the 60s for now, but I wouldn't be surprised if a few locations do indeed get to 70. However, the cloud cover will make that a little bit difficult compared to yesterday, where we saw pretty much complete sunshine. Now, taking a look at the forecast through the afternoon, we're not going to see the temperatures rise all that much more, simply because we are expecting to see a little bit of cloud cover develop, as we are expecting rain for tomorrow. But we are going to remain dry for the most part during the night, and we are remaining dry right now. But zooming further out, we are seeing quite a bit of rain to the south of us. Now, we're not going to see any severe weather, but this system will track up north into southern Wisconsin and especially impact areas near Lake Michigan. So clouds will develop during the evening. We'll see temperatures kind of in the 60s for the early evening, then 50s to end the evening. And overnight, we're going to see fairly mild lows as we're going to continue to see cloud cover. Lows will be in the upper 40s, but we should remain dry overnight with the rain expected tomorrow. I'll take you through the timing on that coming up a little bit later.
All right, Jacob. Yeah, beautiful out there coming in just this afternoon. Felt good. Felt warm, like you said it.
It's going to be even better over the weekend, honestly.
Yeah, first farmers market this weekend, so perfect weather to get outside. All right, Jacob, we'll check back in a bit. The Biden administration is setting new regulations on the amount of forever chemicals that can be found in drinking water. This new standard will require water utilities to filter out 5 of the forever chemicals, also called PFAS, that are currently found in half of the drinking water here in the U.S. PFAS have been linked to a number of health issues, including cancer, heart disease, and reproductive problems. They're often used to help products repel water and oil, but linger in the environment and in the human body. This news comes just a day after Governor Tony Evers vetoed a Republican-backed bill that would have created grants to address PFAS. At the same time, he also called the Joint Finance Committee for a special meeting next Tuesday to approve $125 million in treatment for efforts there. The full legislature has already budgeted the funds for PFAS mitigation, but the committee still has to sign off on spending this money. Evers said in his veto message he objected to the bill because it limits the DNR's authority to hold polluters liable. GOP lawmakers are weighing in on the latest developments here. State Senator Eric Wimberger released a statement saying, in part, instead of listening to the communities impacted by PFAS, Governor Evers tries to hide his shameful veto of comprehensive PFAS relief behind yet another call to turn millions set aside to help PFAS victims into a DNR slush fund. He goes on to say, while Governor Evers claims to care about clean water in Wisconsin, this veto shows that he cares more about maintaining the power of bureaucrats. 12:06 now. Arizona is now poised to join 17 other states that have imposed near total bans on abortion since Roe v. Wade was struck down. Democrats and some Republicans are denouncing the Arizona Supreme Court ruling that a 160-year-old abortion ban is now enforceable with no exceptions for rape or incest. Natalie Brand has the latest from Washington, D.C.
Abortion access in Arizona is in limbo after the state's conservative Supreme Court reinstated a 19th century law banning nearly all abortions. While a lower court reviews the law's constitutionality, the state's Democratic governor is blasting the ruling.
This is a devastating decision that will have huge consequences.
Governor Katie Hobbs is calling on the state legislature to repeal the ban first enacted in 1864 before Arizona even became a state.
They could gavel in today and make a motion to repeal this ban, and they should do that. I'm hopeful that they will.
The 4-2 decision overrides Arizona's current 15-week ban, and the court warned that all abortions except those necessary to save a woman's life are illegal, with doctors facing a 2 to 5 year prison sentence.
Today's decision should be celebrated, and we're very hopeful that voters will recognize that life is a human right.
Arizona is a critical battleground in the presidential race. Within hours of the decision, the Biden campaign boosted ad spending there, and the vice president will visit later this week.
To stop bans like this, we need a United States Congress that will restore the protections of Roe v. Wade.
Monday, former President Donald Trump released a video statement saying abortion limits should be up to the states.
The states will determine by vote or legislation or perhaps both, and whatever they decide must be the law.
Back in Arizona, Planned Parenthood says it will continue to provide abortion services up to 15 weeks for a short period of time. Natalie Brand, CBS News, Washington.
Still ahead for us this afternoon, Mattel has unveiled an updated version of an iconic board game. Plus, Norfolk Southern agrees to settle a class action lawsuit in connection with the train derailment in Ohio.
Precision is very proud of our 5-star reviews. I do everything I can to go above and beyond for repairs. No, I'm not an actor. I'm a garage door tech. That's what I do here at Precision.
Precision Door Service, a name you can trust.
Thousands of our heroes face the difficult choice between keeping their heat and power on or facing homelessness. 21,000 Wisconsin veterans are living below the poverty line, many impacted by physical or mental health challenges. Wisconsin loses 3 veterans to suicide every week. Together, our mission is to provide all struggling Wisconsin veterans with a critical survival safety net that keeps them safely in their homes. You can make a real difference by providing a donation to the Wisconsin Heat and Housing for Heroes initiative, with 95 cents of every dollar donated going directly to those right here in your community. Help by visiting www.heatforheroes.org or by calling 1-800-891-9276. That's 800-891-9276.
This famous wood fence from the show Home Improvement had to have boards replaced 13 times in only 9 years. Our fences outlast wood 3 to 1 and are all backed by our extensive lifetime warranty. This month, save $1,000 on your project. Visit the website or call the number for your new fence today.
Stanton Optical is the best value in eye care. We did the math, people. For $79, you get all this. That costs over $200 at Walmart, over $300 at LensCrafters, and over $200 at America's Best. When it comes to value, Stanton Optical is the top bird. With the best service, quality, and prices, Stanton Optical is the best value in eye care. To help you remember, I made this cheer. V value. A, awesome value. L, lots of value. U, get 2 pairs of free eye exam and anti-glare lenses for only $79.
Every spring, the love of my life came here to paint. Cress helped us make sure she's never forgotten.
We are Cress. We truly believe your memories matter.
Want fresh air.
You need the experts.
Right now at Felco, get free installation plus no interest for 6 years.
Call 866 for Felco.
Norfolk Southern has agreed to pay $600 million to settle a class action lawsuit stemming from last year's fiery train derailment in East Palestine, Ohio. The company says the settlement can be used in any manner to address claims that include health care, property restoration, and business losses. Norfolk Southern says it does not constitute any admission of liability, wrongdoing, or fault. The FAA is investigating a Boeing engineer's claims that the company dismissed safety and quality concerns while building its 787 and 777 jets. The whistleblower says Boeing took shortcuts which impacted the structural integrity of its wide-body 787 Dreamliners. In a statement, Boeing called the claims inaccurate and said they do not represent the comprehensive work Boeing has done to ensure the quality and long-term safety of the aircraft. And Mattel has unveiled an updated version of its iconic 75-year-old board game, Scrabble. The new double-sided board features a classic game on one side and a team-oriented version on the other side called Scrabble Together. For now, the updated game is only available in Europe with no plans for a rollout in the U.S. That's your CBS News Money Watch report. For more, log on to cbsmoneywatch.com. At the CBS Broadcast Center, I'm Chanel Call.
Taking a look at the stocks this afternoon, you can see the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P 500 all down on this Wednesday. Our call for action volunteers are in the building, taking your consumer complaints and taking action on your behalf. Volunteers are here every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. You can call for action at 608-270-2833 or submit a claim anytime at channel3000.com/call-for-action. Up next, Pam is watching today's ag prices, and we're tracking your first morn forecast. Then later on, live at 4, we're celebrating Earth Month while traveling the world. We're taking a look at how hotels are making your stay more sustainable and how you can help.
Save big at Wanakee Furniture ETC. Choose an Amish handcrafted sofa from our showroom or let our design experts customize a look for you during the Smith Brothers factory authorized sale.
Save big on quality Smith Brothers furniture
at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
Nobody wants to replace the roof, but these days many roofs are only lasting 10 to 15 years, costing you tens of thousands of dollars. RoofMax makes your roof like new by strengthening and rejuvenating it. RoofMax treatments, started early enough, can extend the life of your roof by 15 years or more. And even if you think your roof is at the end of its life, 90% of the time, RoofMax can extend the life of your roof by 5 years at a fraction of the cost of a new roof. So give us a call and we'll give you a free assessment to see if your roof qualifies.
Are you suffering with neck pain, back pain, or sciatica due to disc-related conditions? You may have tried drugs, spinal injections, or physical therapy just to find out it didn't help. You're not alone. The problem is that some of those treatments focus on symptom relief, but may not address the underlying disc problem. As a result of injury or overuse, the discs may bulge, herniate, or degenerate over time. Our therapies are highly successful and reduce pain associated with those conditions and may help you avoid neck or back surgery. At Midwest Spine and Nerve Center, we'll design a treatment program using the latest in pain-relieving therapies, including non-surgical spine decompression, ProAdjuster 360 computerized technology, laser therapy, and more. Visit our website or call to schedule a complimentary consultation.
Save big at Wanakee Furniture ETC. Choose an Amish handcrafted sofa from our showroom or let our design experts customize a look for you during the Smith Brothers factory authorized sale.
Save big on quality Smith Brothers furniture
at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
Thursday at 10. He spent a lifetime doing something good. And how old are you?
99 plus.
So you'd better believe he has stories to tell.
This should be fun.
I'll tag along with this amazing local veteran and retired surgeon.
How's everybody today? Okay?
As he reveals special memories, priceless life lessons, and what we can all do to make his greatest wish come true. Do Something Good, Thursday on News 3 Now at 10.
The Farm Report is sponsored by Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Welcome back at noon. Time to check in with the Midwest Farm Report's Pam Yankee. Hey, Pam.
Well, you're going to have a good nap today, aren't you?
I can't wait.
I know. But with the weather outside, you may not want to nap.
That's true.
We'll leave the conversation on that coming up. But, you know, one thing that I wanted to make sure people are aware of, everybody's been talking about high-path avian influenza. And now we know the migratory bird pattern heavying up over the state of Wisconsin. Did you know that Wisconsin is very unique when it comes to communicating with producers and backyard bird owners on the highly pathogenic avian influenza strains? We have what's called a premise identification law in Wisconsin. Basically, it means if you own livestock or even if you've got a few birds in the backyard, you are supposed to declare where those animals live. It's law. And that information is managed by the Wisconsin Livestock Identification Consortium. Why? Because it is outside of the government, outside of our state government. That means that your information is absolutely held in confidentiality. Consider it a big phone book, a contact of emails or what have you that the Wisconsin Department of Ag, Trade, and Consumer Protection can have access to if something like a highly pathogenic avian influenza outbreak occurs. They want to be able to communicate directly with the producers that would be impacted. Otherwise, Wisconsin Livestock Identification Consortium manages all that information, keeps it confidential. Again, like I said, part of the reason why it's a standalone entity is if it's not part of the government, then the Public Information Acts do not apply. So keeping confidentiality, protecting farmers from, let's say, animal rights activists, that's a big goal of what's going on with the Wisconsin Livestock Identification Consortium. If you want to find out more about why Wisconsin is very unique protecting producers and still keeping that line of communication open, head on over to WIID.org. And by the way, if you haven't gotten your premise ID yet, you can do that there. If you've got one but need to adjust where animals are, you can edit it there. WIID.org. Barrel cheese today in Chicago down a quarter at $1.56. No change on 40-pound block cheese. And AA butter today takes a step back, down 4 cents, $2.93 a pound. And that being said, I am on my way out to enjoy the sunshine that still remains for a Wednesday afternoon and getting ready for my rainfall reporters apparently to kick her in gear tomorrow, huh, Shane?
Yeah, let's go enjoy this weather today, and we'll talk about the rain in the morning.
Sounds good. See you later.
Thank you, Pam. Yeah, Jacob, we're talking about this beautiful weather we've got right now and got to get outside today and enjoy it.
Yeah, but even after the rainfall, we're going to see more very nice days within the near future. And the rainfall tomorrow is also not expected to be a ton, but it does look to be pretty likely. So we're going to remain mild going forward with that rain on Thursday. The weekend, though, is expected to be even nicer as we could possibly be hitting 70s, especially Sunday. Now, taking a look at the forecast, rainfall forecast, I should say, we are going to see that those clouds develop a little bit more during the afternoon and evening. And into the overnight hours, we're going to see mostly cloudy skies, but notice we're not really going to see any precipitation until well after sunrise tomorrow. Taking a look at the forecast through the afternoon, still only seeing some very light precipitation. Areas to the east near Lake Michigan may see some more consistent rainfall, but it looks like much of our area won't see rain until the late afternoon and evening into the early overnight hours on Thursday. So as we head into the overnight hours, that rain is expected to continue for a little bit, but it also looks to clear out of our area by sunrise on Friday. So a lot of this will happen only within around a 12 to 16 hour window between around 1 to 3 p.m. tomorrow afternoon through about 1 to 3 a.m. Friday morning. Now, we're going to start out cloudy Friday, but as we get towards the afternoon hours, we're going to see sunshine once again. Total precipitation from the system will not be a whole lot. Could see some isolated amounts a bit higher, close to around ½ inch, but we're mostly going to see around 1/10 of an inch to a 1/4 of an inch. Not going to be a huge issue. But as we look towards next week, we are expecting a little bit more precipitation. This is Tuesday, and this system looks to bring a few thunderstorms as well. Now, it's still way too early to say if we'll see severe weather or not, but typically when we have the chance of storms during this time of the year, you can bet on there being at least a small chance of severe weather. Now, this looks to mostly impact our area on Tuesday, possibly lingering into Wednesday as well, but right now it does look like next Tuesday looks to be another rainy day, but we're going to see some pretty nice weather before that. Now, before we show you the 10-day forecast, this is Severe Weather Awareness Week, so here are a few tips to stay safe during severe weather. Secure loose outdoor objects, move vehicles into the garage. I want to point out that that's only before the storm. Once the storm has already started, stay inside and try to stay away from windows, but if you are stuck outside, just remember lightning can be a hazard, and tornadoes, they can form very quickly with very little notice. It is possible that tornadoes can form before a warning is even issued because of how quickly they can form. Now, speaking of tornadoes, tomorrow is the statewide tornado drill. There'll be 2 tests, one at 1:45 and another at 6:45. Now, some towns will not sound the siren, and unfortunately, the National Weather Service does not have that list. So don't be surprised if your town does not sound the tornado siren. And also, when you do hear the siren tomorrow, just know that there's not a tornado warning. There's pretty much a 0% chance of tornadoes tomorrow, just some light rain, so just remember that. Look at the 10-day forecast, beautiful over the weekend, and then next week we are expected to see a few thunderstorms. So if you thought the weather was nice today, just wait till we get to Sunday. Forecasted highs in the middle 70s.
Yeah, it's going to be beautiful. All right, Jacob, thank you very much. Well, the summer travel season is almost upon us, and everyone knows flying can be stressful. One of the world's busiest airports is helping travelers take a load off with some help from some furry friends. Ian Lee has more.
These pups are on patrol at Istanbul Airport. They're not sniffing out drugs, but searching for tense travelers passing through Turkey. This dog handler says, "We see a lot of demand for therapy dogs. They help people to relax." Border Collie Alita leads the pack of this pilot project, giving kisses and comfort.
After your long flight or you get stressful or you lost something, you need something like can keep you calm down, and something that's like the dog is wonderful.
Italian Retriever Cookie loves belly rubs.
I think it looks nice to have like friendly dogs in the airports.
And research shows this positive approach has health benefits, reducing stress, raising feel-good hormones, and lowering blood pressure.
They stop people worrying, and they make people happy.
The idea is being unleashed at airports around the world, from the UK to Miami International.
He's here to keep you happy and de-stressed.
He's doing a great job.
Is he?
He's doing a great job.
It's dogs doing what they do best.
This is Brody. See how soft he is?
Being our best friends. Ian Lee, CBS News, London.
Still to come on News 3 now at noon. Let's see what Howard's making in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen.
When it comes to French onion soup, what's your favorite part? The rich broth or the gooey cheese topping? Either way, you'll love what we're making today.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Get an 11% rebate on everything to grow the perfect lawn now at Menards. Make your lawn stand out with our wide selection of grass seed. Schultz Quick Lawn Grass Seed is an easy fix for bare spots or thinning areas. A 3-pound bag is only $6.99 after rebate. Need more coverage? Schultz Sun and Shade Grass Mix covers up to 13,000 square feet. These 20-pound bags are $49.99 each after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
No two people are exactly alike. While I can make my coffee just right for me, I can't customize everything. Take health insurance, for example. Original Medicare is just basic coverage, and it's the same for everyone. It didn't cover all of my health care needs or provide all the benefits I wanted. That's why I called Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield about their Medicare Advantage plans. With one call, they helped me find a Medicare Advantage plan that's like my morning coffee, just right for me. I was able to find a Medicare Advantage plan with additional benefits like dental, vision, prescription drug coverage, and more. But I couldn't have gotten those additional benefits if I didn't call. I spoke to an Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield licensed insurance agent that listened to my needs and treated me like family. They helped me find a plan with all the benefits I need, and they can help you too. The call is free, and there's no obligation to enroll. If you just turned 65, recently moved, or lost coverage, you may be eligible for a plan today. Don't settle for basic coverage. Call now to find a plan with more benefits like dental, vision, and prescription drug coverage. You know, with my old plan, I was missing out on some things I really needed. I heard that new plan options were available for 2024, so I called. I couldn't believe what they had to say. You might just be a little surprised yourself. They even helped me find a plan that lets me keep all of my doctors and specialists. If you're looking for more coverage that fits your needs and your budget, give Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield a call today. They'll help you find a plan that's right for you, just like you made it yourself. Call now. You may be eligible to enroll in a plan today, but you won't know unless you take action.
Call 800-916-6140. That's 800-916-6140. 800-916-6140. Call now.
I have a question for you. When it comes to French onion soup, what's your favorite part? The rich oniony broth or that cheesy topping with the bread that soaks up all that oniony goodness? Well, we asked around, and the cheesy topping won hands down. So with that in mind, we came up with something that we call French onion bake, which is the best part of the onion soup in the form of a side dish. We start by cutting a French bread into thick slices and baking them off until they're golden. Once they are, we put half of them in a baking dish and sprinkle them with some shredded Swiss cheese. On top of that goes another layer of bread, and we pour some onion soup over it. This is looking good already. And just like traditional onion soup, we finish it off with more cheese. All that's left to do is bake it off until the cheese is golden and the bread soaks up all that broth. I'll tell you, once it comes out of the oven, all ooey and gooey, everyone's gonna be singing your praises. So what are you waiting for? Go online and check out what we call French onion bake, so you can enjoy the best part of the onion soup in a totally new way. I'm Howard of the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we've discovered a cheesier way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
All right, over to Jacob for a final check on the forecast.
Thanks, Shane. If you thought the weather was nice today, just wait until the weekend. We're going to see highs in the 70s on Sunday, but before then, we are expecting some rain tomorrow, mostly in the afternoon and evening into the overnight hours. And then for Friday, not expect to see rain, but we are going to see some pretty windy conditions. Then for next week, very nice on Monday again, but we are expecting to see some stormy weather Tuesday, possibly as well for Wednesday and Thursday. So we'll have more details on that as it gets closer.
All right, we'll see you back here for Live at 4.